Tuning into the online broadcast network, Afterbuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. Afterbuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Woo, woo, woo! You know it!
Scott, don't be alarmed. That is the music of a WWE superstar. His name is Zack Ryder, and he was on Smackdown this week. I was just as shocked as you are from not recognizing the music. But we're going to talk about Smackdown live on AfterbuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page. Listening on iTunes and SoundCloud, you are giving those 5 stars. You are liking, you are subscribing, telling your friends, family, loved ones. Thanksgiving right around the corner, you're telling all your loved ones that you're going to eat turkey around with to download WWE Smackdown AfterBuzz. As we talk about it right now, welcome, everybody. I am Christian Rosenberg. My voice is just about all here now. Follow me on Twitter at RealRosenberg, Instagram at TheRealRosenberg. Of course, the t-shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. The crew is here with me again. First off, at Curtin Jerks in his best kind of like Mick Foley flannel. It's Scott Narver.
Zachariah Ryder?
Zachariah Ryder.
Okay.
He's French.
Oh.
Is it
Yeah, I'm not
ring
familiar
a
with this
bell?
guy.
No?
It's I mean, I watched wrestling a long time ago. Oh, was he that fella that he was making out with that girl and then John Cena made out with that girl? Took her away? Eve?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. That was probably the last time you heard his theme music on a televised program.
And then he,
She's been married and had a baby since then.
and he still likes her?
Dang, probably. She still looks good.
And then he's on the radio or something.
and of course, based on the chat roll, it's at Chris Reports, Christy Olsen, aka Christy.
Can you see? I don't want you guys to miss this one.
Was it amazing? Like, the ending wasn't great, but there were some shockers in between, to say the least.
Some of the matches seemed a little messy.
Yes.
Yeah, there's one in particular which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, let's break it down. We start off with the most must-see talk show segment in the history of WWE. Welcome to
Piper's Pit.
Yep. No, not that one. It was
The Love Shack.
No, not quite. It is the one and only.
The Barbershop Window.
No, it's the most must-see one, which means
awesome.
It's gotta be
Sid Vicious Talk Hour.
It's also
Not any of these?
it's not
that one.
not Brother Loves, not Carlito's Cabana, not oh my god, what was Paul Bearer's called? Oh my god.
The pulpit.
What was it, James? He's breaking up.
He just cut out.
The Embalming Flower Shop.
The Embalming Flower Shop, sure. Why not?
The funeral parlor.
There it is. Funeral parlor.
The snake pit.
The snake pit is another one.
That's right.
That's what I was thinking.
But no, this one trumps every single one of them. It's Miz TV. And like Christy said, it is awesome. Oh, and I forgot. Thank you, Green Thunder, in the chat roll. We forgot about the VIP lounge.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. And the Peep Show.
Peep Show.
Don't worry, we'll get to that later, because one
the
thing was
highlight
stolen
reel.
from Christian.
We've got the highlight reel.
That's right.
That was a good one.
That's a good one, too. Real quick, Angie Harris says, can you guys send out birthday wishes to Jacob tonight? He's going to be 4 tomorrow, and both he and Bella are watching with Mommy tonight.
Oh, happy birthday, Jacob!
Yeah.
Yay! Thank
Happy
you for
birthday.
watching.
I'm sure they're understanding everything we're saying.
They're 4.
I know.
Yes.
I bet they're gonna get really good presents.
Well, you know what would be a great present?
A shirt that
Christian
says
Rosenberg
"I got
t-shirt.
rack attacked by Nikki." Oh, right.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
more
Well,
appropriate
yeah.
for the children. You're right.
Yeah. This one. My T-shirt is better for the children, of course. All right. So Miz TV, talking about the Final 4 heading into Survivor Series. Miz is trying to build it all up, introduce each one, and of course he doesn't get to introduce anybody. First, Kevin Owens comes out, talks about now he's officially having Miz TV now become the Kevin Owens show, which I would tune in for.
A lot of people would.
Yeah. Oh, and the chat roll is throwing more out that we forgot the name. Heartbreak Hotel, Dirt Sheet, Cutting Edge. Yeah, those are. There were so many more. Better
There's
than
a lot.
Miz TV.
And there will be more, I'm sure.
Yes,
Right.
there will. So Kevin Owens trying to turn this into the Kevin Owens show. Now Alberto Del Rio comes out. Zeb refuses to participate in this because Zeb said it doesn't matter. You can call Miz TV Blues Clues, but it's the content that's the problem. And in the last,
We just got
part
to
of my
fight on Miz TV.
Yeah, and
we
he's
just got to
like-
fight on Miz TV.
wow.
We just got to fight on Miz TV. I don't remember the last phrase.
Was that a clue? Zeb wanted to say, pardon my French,
That was great.
but the content of your show is crap. I was offended.
Careful, Zeb.
Yeah, I was appalled.
Maybe
by
he's
that
hopped
language.
up on pain meds.
He might be.
Or
It's
mustache
causing this
wax.
outrageous behavior. Ooh.
Yeah, either one. Stuff gets you high.
There-
Oh, you guys have to follow the WWE Makeup Divas on Instagram and Twitter because they have all kinds of great like behind the scenes photos and stuff like of them grooming Zeb's mustache and such things.
And it's real? It's not...
Totally real.
Okay.
IRL.
IRL.
In real life.
It's real.
Sorry,
Louse.
I don't know what that means.
Come on, guys.
I'm an old
Chat
sheltered
rolls
man.
follow me.
Zeb is also making fun of Kevin Owens for sneaking across the borders because he's from Canada. And Owens said, hey, you know who missed Del Rio when he was gone? Nobody. And really, other than that appearance at Hell in a Cell, the crowd's kind of sounded that way.
That's true.
Next comes Ambrose. And Miz is just like, what are you doing? They're about to fight. Fighting equals ratings. Why'd you interrupt? And Ambrose was like, dude, I'm a huge fan of Miz TV. I'm humbled to be on. Because here I get to talk about how I'm gonna beat up, Kevin Owens on Sunday, and if I gotta go through Del Rio and that Yosemite Sam guy out there, I will. And that's almost as offensive as saying crap.
It's pretty bad.
Yep. Finally, Reigns comes out. Reigns starts talking, but then all of a sudden we're interrupted by R-Truth.
Yay!
And I'm just like, what the hell is going on?
But he's aggressive at first. He's upset.
He
got an angry
came
face.
He came out with a message.
Intense.
He said, all my life I've been the underdog. I'm going to cut through everyone at Survivor Series like a hot knife through butter, and I will become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. R-Truth, you weren't even in the tournament. It's been going on for 2 weeks, and you were never in it. Everyone looks confused.
Reigns was laughing.
Yeah, he was laughing hysterically. And R-Truth's like, my bad, that's on me. I'm sorry.
They told me.
They
started saying that.
They told me about a tournament. All right, no. Good luck, gentlemen. He shakes Reigns' hand, he shakes Ambrose's hand, and he refuses to wish anyone else luck.
Walks by everybody else.
That was great.
This was great, except for the fact it was exactly what he did at Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yeah, but we needed something a little different. I love him coming out and being clueless. It's hilarious. But coming with a little different dialogue.
Yeah, spice it up a little bit.
He didn't say "you sure" a bunch of times this time.
That's true.
Last time he did that.
That's true.
He gave more an apology this time. Started to put the blame on someone else. I thought it was a little different, and it's been months in between. And R-Truth is on TV.
And he was. We had R-Truth and Zack Ryder on the same program.
Who else are they gonna put on?
Well, there was no Bo Dallas, so I was very sad.
Oh,
I'm like, if the
that's
two of them
true.
can get on, but Bo can't,
That's a good point.
what happened? Oh, well,
You gotta believe harder.
he did. And I do. He has to believe in himself. I always believe in him. I do. Do you? Do you believe?
Well, I believe the truth will set us free.
That's a tag team. Mm-hmm. There it is. The Bo Truth.
Yeah,
The whole truth and nothing but Bo Truth.
I like it.
it's good.
All right.
I like it.
R-Truth leaves. Miz is angry that his whole segment went up in smoke and Ambrose knocked him out. And then Owens and Del Rio just calmly just walk out of the ring.
And
They
Miz,
just exit.
Yes.
They just exit the ring in an orderly fashion.
And Miz was knocked out from one punch.
And it wasn't even a Superman punch.
Yeah, through the entire commercial segment. The guy who was in the WWE World Heavyweight Title tournament.
Yes, a guy in
one punch
in the tournament, a guy who is a former WWE champion, a guy who successfully main evented a WrestleMania, knocked out from one jab from Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, R-Truth should have been in this tournament.
And he would have lasted a little longer.
Yeah, he could take 2 punches at least.
Yes. Christy, you're being invited to people's homes for Thanksgiving in the chat roll right now.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Is this a potluck system? Don't sign up for anything yet. You don't know if you have to bring something or if it's all taken care of.
You know what? That's a good point.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Also, I'm vegan, so I'm quite hard to feed. I don't know if that makes anyone change their mind.
On Thanksgiving, what do you eat?
Yams?
Not really a whole lot.
Like, what the hell do
I'm
you
going
eat?
home to Minnesota, and yeah, they don't know what to do with me there.
Yams? Just here's a bowl of yams?
Yeah, I'll do some yams.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna yam it up.
Just yamming on up. So we come back from commercial. Miz has regained consciousness, and he's saying he's furious as to what happened, and he demands that his match that was up next should be canceled, which it is not. Out comes Cesaro, and Cesaro beats him in about a minute, makes him tap to the crossface. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Cesaro win with the crossface. Mm-hmm. But the real story here, because that's really the entire match, the real story is as Cesaro is walking up the ramp, Stardust music hits, and out comes Stardust with the Ascension, and they have a little moment where they stare. And we were thinking, it's like, well, Survivor Series does not have many matches yet. Like, are they going to throw this back? Because they started doing this a few weeks ago. And then Stardust and the Ascension just walk on by him. And Cesaro mocks Stardust.
It was great.
Cartwheel and all.
And that was probably one of those things where you thought he wasn't being filmed.
Yeah.
Just doing it for the live crowd.
I think they spliced that in. Like, they filmed him and then went, well, we got to put that in.
Yeah. Like, that's just too good to pass up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little cartwheel into his little thumb thing and then right into a suck it.
Yep. The grand finale.
Mm-hmm.
So that leads to a 6-man tag team match, the Ascension and Stardust, a.k.a. the Cosmic Wasteland, versus the very common, super friendly, perfectly makes sense combination of Neville and the Dudley Boys.
Sounds about right.
And
they get the tables and Neville's promos are wooden. I said it.
You could have said they were stiff.
Yeah, but that's not Dudley related.
Oh, all right. This match, there was a lot of screw-ups. Like, a lot of people were... It was weird.
Just like an off night.
Yeah, for just about all of them. Mm-hmm. It seemed like it was a very delayed disaster kick by Stardust. Bubba went for a Uranagi on, I think it was Connor, where they stopped for a minute, reset, then did it again. And especially the end, Dudley's got the win with a 3D on Victor, but Victor wasn't flat for the 3D. He was. It could have got really dangerous the way he fell. Mm-hmm. There was just something off with just about all of them in this match. So really couldn't grab my attention because there were a lot of missteps, which is very unlike all 6 of these guys.
And for a SmackDown show, they
can edit it.
Yeah, and that didn't seem to be the case, or choose different camera angles or something. I don't know.
What was going on behind the scenes that had all these boys off their game?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
Wow, you're just throwing some rumors. Do you work for the dirt sheets? You love talking about them.
I get my articles in there sometimes.
Oh. Well, let's just bring it up now. Let's bring up your Believe That segment for this week.
Do it.
Let's do it.
I think you guys might actually believe this one.
All right.
I would like to...
For those people new, I just want, for those, maybe this is their first time listening. Shame on you if it is, but welcome.
Yeah, I was going to say, or welcome.
Yeah. Welcome What took you so long? Christy loves to read dirt sheets. I think they are one of the 7 deadly sins. And Christy finds a story that she likes. She tells Scott and I, and we either believe it or we do not invite that writer over for Thanksgiving dinner.
True.
Right.
Go ahead.
So I would like to report today that the ravishing Russian Lana is in big fat trouble with all the bigwigs. She's got tons of backstage heat on her, and they are really, really, really angry with Miss Lana. Now, for 2 reasons. You guys maybe saw on Twitter that she attacked Paige on Monday, calling Paige out as a bully. She said that during their time at NXT, Paige was not very nice to her. Paige kind of came back at her, and they went back and forth. Other people got involved. Summer Rae, one of the trainers at NXT. It was a Twitter war.
Whoa.
And apparently,
Not
it
a
did
war on
not.
Twitter.
Well, it didn't go over well with, the powers that be. And they're already mad at her for ruining the Rusev Summer Rae storyline by posting photos of her ring. She was already in major trouble over that. So, fellas, what do you think?
I don't understand.
Is the ravishing Russian in trouble?
I can understand being in trouble for the marriage thing. Mm-hmm. But why would she be in trouble for keeping up the idea of Paige being a bad person?
That's a good point.
That's what I don't get.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually plays in perfectly to the whole
Paige
storyline.
said some nasty stuff about Charlotte on Raw. So
which we'll get to in a little bit.
Yeah, but if Lana is furthering that, it's like, not you. You're not on TV. Get out of here. I mean, that seems, I don't know. But they are irrational people backstage at the WWE, so I can believe it now that I've talked myself through it.
Okay,
Should they be
okay.
mad?
We talked
Not
about
at all. Are they? Absolutely.
Are they mad that the photo was sent by like TMZ and everything of Lana showing the ring with Rusev lying next to her? Absolutely. That destroyed everything for them, and I doubt we will see Rusev until next year. At this point,
you think so?
I think. Well, I mean, he was hurt,
Right.
but I think they're just going to hold on, maybe make a return at the Rumble or something like it might be several months, and then he may come back with Lana and just go back to how they were.
How long till we see Rusev dance?
Oh God, yeah, like punish
At the
him.
wedding.
Mania.
Maybe
Every big monster guy, Tensai,
Vladimir
Kozlov, every one of them becomes a monster, and then sooner or later they're dancing.
You're right. You screw what I'm saying. He's not coming back with Lana.
He's gonna be
come
Rusev
back
the
and team with
Dancing Bear.
Santino. Santino's coming back.
Santino and Rusev as like the dance team.
Oh God, I can so see that. Oh well, no, he will partner with Fandango, and they'll give him something.
Oh my God, then Fandango can have a partner again.
The Fandango can be on TV again.
And he can put effort in again.
Yes.
That would be appreciated.
But yeah, as far as with the Twitter war, I mean, we see the tweets from their personal accounts, so obviously we know they were said. Whether or not they were instructed to say it or not, who knows?
Lana even deleted one of her first tweets that she did send, so that made people think that like she definitely was getting in trouble.
Oh.
So, but she's in a new movie with Edge that's coming out pretty soon. So I mean, I can't hate her too much if they're putting her in that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, no, they're still going to be behind her with it. But yeah, I mean, it's a matter of the Twitter stuff. It could be taken different ways. And it's one thing, she's not on TV right now, so you can't really punish her. Like, you can't bury her on television because she's not there. All they can do is not talk about her, and they haven't been since they revealed that they were engaged. So nothing else really can be done unless you flat out fired her. And if they did that, that would be a big PR.
Yeah, that'd be a real bad move on their part.
Yeah, and they're not going to do that. So you can. Yeah, that being said, they will certainly do not. But speaking of, so like the guy to fill in for this whole storyline, Tyler Breeze is making his way to the ring, and already in the ring is one Zack Ryder. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Zack Ryder on SmackDown.
So the guy from before that we were talking about.
Yeah,
That guy.
That guy whose music was playing before. Can you play it again? There it is.
Oh, radio.
Yeah. You remember this hit song from 2007?
And Hosky.
Oh, who can forget Hosky?
Yeah,
This song was big on ECW.
it was.
Yeah.
I watched that show.
Yeah.
I watched that awkward jumping on the couch that he did.
Oh God.
And they told him to act like Tom Cruise.
Yes. Oh, memories. So, Tyler Breeze mentions that Zack Ryder's fashion sense is like 1980 never.
Good one, Ty.
Was silly. And Zack Ryder apparently reminded Breeze of Ziggler, and the universe needs something gorgeous. Prince Pretty is here, and I will never go out of style. I love that line. It's a great line for his character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not super creative, but it works.
You don't think it was creative? You don't think it's
No,
catchy?
going out of style, I
You don't
think
think it's
that's like
catchy?
your most run-of-the-mill catchphrase.
I think he took it from Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Well, probably.
T-Swift.
Oh.
He's probably buddies with her.
So
They probably
T-Swift?
tour together.
They hang out in the VIP together.
T Swift stole from T Breeze?
Oh, Twitter war.
Yes.
Twitter war can happen.
Yeah.
Now we'll get some news. So their match is about to start, and out comes Ziggler. You would think he might come out after the match, since Breeze talked trash about him. But if he's coming out at the beginning, Scott and I look at each other and just like, holy crap, Zack Ryder's going to win tonight.
Yeah.
Because Ziggler's going to distract Breeze. This is going to be amazing. It didn't happen. Tyler Breeze won. He's starting to use the unprettier.
I don't care for that on a personal level.
Why
No,
is that?
again, stealing from country music, blonde superstars.
Yeah, Christian.
Yeah. Christian.
The country music blonde superstar.
When I think of a country
Actually,
music
it's
blonde
actually a Miranda
superstar,
Lambert song, but okay.
well, it was also a move by Christian since like 98 or
They
something
called
like that.
it the kill switch when he came back.
Yeah, his last run they called it the kill switch.
So he's one of my favorite guys of all time, and to see it just means even more like, oh, he's not coming back. Oh,
I
he took
get
his
what you're
move. I don't care for this. So I hate him in all the right reasons, but
I was
Bums me out.
a huge fan of Christian too. This move to me works for Tyler Breeze because how many people do a spinning heel kick? A lot.
As a finisher, too.
Yeah, and he
That's
used
like
it
a
as a
DDT
finisher.
like in the 80s.
Right. So, if you're going to be taken really seriously as legit, you need a finishing move. You know, Prettier is a finishing move.
and he can do it to everybody.
And you can do it to everyone. Christy is pointing to her rack attack shirt.
So
I mean,
Tyler Breeze
that
should
was
do
the
that
eighth
move?
joke. That was the eighth joke that we could have done there. God, you made it too easy.
I did.
But Ziggler, he's walking around the VIP section. He spills a drink or drops a drink, and Summer is insulted.
So is Christy.
Yeah, dude.
You were.
That was
you were
probably
shocked.
premium liqueur.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was legit alcohol there. Yeah, because they can do.
Oh, yeah, because why not?
Yeah, well, because why not?
There's no kids around.
No kids around ringside at all. What kids go to a WWE show?
They're not in college. That's the University of Tennessee.
Oh, that's right. So no kids could ever go there.
No, not possible.
No.
Unless they're like Doogie Howsers.
Yeah. So like I said, Breeze wins. As soon as the match ends, Ziggler beats him up, super kicks him outside the ring, and walks away feeling pretty good about himself. Then later on in the night, we finally get the announcement that at Survivor Series, it will be Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze one-on-one, which we'll talk a little more about when we get to predictions.
Oh, they have a team. Mm-hmm. So weird.
They also said they're going to have a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series match, but they have not announced who is in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they don't know who's in it yet, apparently.
That could be two matches. They have a team and somebody else has a team. It's so weird that they would do that
agree.
as a singles match.
I think there's just not enough guys left right now.
I think
There's just not enough to make teams.
No, you can make Survivor Series team.
Zack Ryder showed up.
You can just take tag teams and make a 4-on-4 Survivor Series match
true.
with two tag primetime players and Lucha Dragons versus Ascension and someone else.
That's probably what it'll be.
Well, I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. It's a Survivor Series match. So, I mean,
It's what we're in it for. We got Hell in the Cells. We got a Royal Rumble.
We do.
You know, Survivor Series seems that's the one that they're not really showcasing.
Yeah. Out comes the Wyatts. Wyatts are out with druids who are all wearing sheet masks. I like the touch.
Continuation.
Wyatt's obviously kind of promo about this Sunday, and he's asking, how will the Brothers of Destruction fall? Will they fall at the hands of Eric Rowan? By the way, people who are aspiring to be a wrestler that are listening to this show, watch what Bray did. Because Bray spent that entire promo putting over his guys and not himself. He made all 3 of his guys look vicious, in his words. That is how you do it.
But he didn't talk
Too bad
about...
he can't do that for his brother.
I thought Eric, Luke,
His IRL brother, Christian.
but
In real life.
but they're his family. That's why they're called the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
I don't know what you could be talking about.
It's okay.
All right.
I'll tell you later.
Okay, because I believe he was talking about Rowan, and then Harper, and then he asked, "Will it be Braun Strowman?" And then Strowman takes the microphone, and he talked a lot.
Again.
And the longer he went, the less impressive
funnier
I
it got.
felt, and the more uncomfortable I got.
They zoom in on his face so much.
It was really zoomed in.
No one talked about how smart Rowan is.
No, they forgot that he can solve a Rubik's Cube really quickly.
Such a smart guy.
I know. A very high IQ.
Yeah.
But
They don't mention it anymore.
no, they don't. So, Strowman talked a lot. Then the gong hit, and they started playing like the full Undertaker theme. There's like, well, they usually play the theme when he walks out. Is he going to show up on SmackDown on the go-home show before Survivor Series on the 25th anniversary of his debut? No, he's on the Tron.
Oh, he mistook that message. It's, go home? Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'll go home.
Oh.
Off to Death Valley, Kane and I go.
Stop for a haircut along the way.
Death Valley was very smoky tonight, apparently.
It was, yeah. They were smoking some cigars before, and then they got out of their hammocks, and then did a little promo, and then that's it. Back in the hammocks.
Oh, I love it. Shout out to AJ0314 in the chat. He's calling Strowman Hillbilly Snitsky.
It's good.
I like it.
Well done. It's not his fault he looks like that. But it is Snitsky's fault.
Yeah, swollen baby face. But literal baby face.
The Undertaker and Kane show up on the Tron. They're saying on Sunday they're going to reclaim what is ours. Kane lights a sheep mask on fire and says, ashes to ashes. They all fall down. And when Undertaker says rest in peace, Kane does his fire thing. And we cut back to the ring, and all of the druids are suddenly knocked out.
That was so weird.
What does it feel like for the live crowd if they're looking at them, the fire hits, and they're seeing all of them, oh, now we gotta fall. Nobody touched them.
Yes, this pre-recorded thing did not hurt them.
No, but I'm just saying, like, the live crowd, they would see it. I want to see a video, if someone took a video of their phone in that part, just to watch how they all, like, get in position, because we all got to be kind of connected when we're falling down and lying down.
And then one guy, like, go off of Herbert, like, oh, okay, and then big elbow to everybody else, like, hey, it's time. Oh, and they all go down.
Derek, what are you doing? Fall!
Watch Herbert! Go down.
It was supposed to be supernatural, you guys.
It clearly
It
was
supposed
super
to be.
natural.
Do you think it was like The Happening with Mark Wahlberg?
Oh, it wasn't as funny as that. That's
think
one of the greatest comedies of all time.
I do think M. Night Shyamalan wrote this promo.
And then, so this all...
It's not doing a whole lot else.
and then Bray starts laughing.
Did the visit.
Oh,
That was good.
I stand corrected.
Bray started laughing after it.
He's right, because it was funny.
He's like, you guys really fell from that. Come on.
It's like, come on, what is
Come on,
this?
guys.
You're never going to get a contract.
God. Joey Moda in the chat saying it was Undertaker magic. Just accept it.
No,
I will not.
I accept biker taker magic.
He had the magic.
That he did. It's weird that, I mean, it's an Undertaker storyline where he's dead and all that stuff. So, but I've never been into that stuff. I've been into biker taker because it's hard to go. So Bray stole their powers by absorbing their souls, in some way. They showed back up on that night, beat them up. He doesn't have their powers anymore.
He says he still has a part of them. He still has a part of them somehow.
I hope
Still has the hat?
Yeah, he might still have the hat.
Is that what it is?
He might still have the hat.
I hope that he uses them at Survivor Series. Otherwise, this is all going to be very confusing.
The power is going to consist. There's going to be a point if he's wrestling the match, he might not even be in the match. That he'll sit up.
Okay.
That will be it. What else would he do?
He could get the urn.
The urn's been gone for a long time now.
Has it been?
Yeah.
I thought it came back at one point.
Well, with Punk and Heyman, that was the end of it.
Sure, but they can find it.
No, they can't. Paul Heyman has it.
Bray Wyatt's compound is like those...
Paul Heyman's in it.
Oh,
mind blown.
Is that what it is?
He's
stuck inside there?
He's stuck inside it. Divas action. Brie versus the Divas champion Charlotte. It was a good match. Wasn't anything great. It was good, not great. It was all right.
Yeah.
Not once did they mention Alicia Fox was ringside.
No. And Becky wasn't there for some reason.
No Becky, no Nikki.
No.
And Alicia was there with no recognition and never got involved in the match.
Nope.
So
Sporting
why
her
was
Daniel
she
Bryan
even out
flannel.
there? Yeah.
She got all dressed up in Daniel Bryan flannel for nothing.
Yeah. All right. Charlotte won with the figure 8. And then we go right backstage to Renee, who's backstage with Paige. And Paige mentioned how there's no line she won't cross to get her title back, because that's what a true champion does. And of course, she's referencing the crazy controversy that happened at the end of Raw, where there was a lot of talk about Charlotte's deceased brother Reed, who died in 2013 from a drug overdose. Ric Flair's son, also aspiring wrestler. I think it was overseas at the time of his passing. And there has been a lot of hatred over social media about this. Flair was furious. Ric Flair.
As was his ex-wife, Reed's mother.
Right. And WWE, in fact, issued a statement today mentioning how, they don't do things that personal unless it's approved by the people in it. And
they said we ultimately take responsibility for what ends up on air, but they were definitely trying to shirk that responsibility onto Charlotte.
Right. So whether or not, I 100% feel Charlotte was in on it. Do you guys feel that this was in poor taste, bringing up Reed? No. Or do you think it was good for the angle? Because I think it was good for the angle.
Why does no one ever bring up David?
Because he's still alive and really fat. I hate saying that. But yeah, no one ever brings up David. And they should. We got to get David on the show somehow.
I think your intro to him might have hurt.
Did I ruin it?
Yeah.
Did I ruin it? Oh, well. Hey, David. He's a former United States champion.
So is Zack Ryder.
That's true, actually.
New tag team.
Make it happen, people. But yeah, so what do we think of this controversial remarks that happened on Raw?
One thing that I was thinking today is that knowing that Reed wanted to be a WWE superstar and wanted to be a big-time wrestler and be probably mentioned on SmackDown or Raw or whatever it is, if there was something that he would have wanted and liked and that was a way of kind of memorializing him, like bringing him up, and maybe people will go Google him and maybe they'll be inspired or something. I can only think that that was Charlotte's intention, that she must have approved this and she must have done it with the idea that her brother would have thought it was okay. Although I don't understand why Rick wasn't informed. I wonder, that makes me think that maybe Charlotte was just like, oh yeah, this is totally cool and everyone's gonna be cool with it. Like, she just thought it would be fine.
He's not involved in the angle. There's no need to let him know, in my opinion. Now, Charlotte might, if she wants to call and be like, hey, giving you a heads up, this is what's happening. But unless like he was in the ring for that promo, then WWE should let him know, hey, this is where we want to go with it. Are you cool with it?
Yeah. I don't think it was bad at all. It was they were both clearly in on it. I think it helps the angle. I think it helps Charlotte from an emotional standpoint for herself. That it's probably very therapeutic to mention this. WWE's never going to tell Reed's story. It's never going to be known.
No.
But she can tell that story.
Yep.
She can let that be known. It makes her a three-dimensional character, gives her depth. And for Divas storylines, we generally don't get anything that serious. We had Stephanie and Brie having a very serious storyline. But when it was Brie and Nikki, though, I wish you died in the womb, like, none of that's serious. Like, we don't buy any of that. No. But giving Paige then the credibility of they're not friends anymore and she's going to say something awful that makes Charlotte really emotional. Yeah, I think it was really good all around, and they knew what they were doing. Those girls can clearly say, no, we're not saying that.
Yep.
And they did.
Yep.
And I do believe that Paige is an awful person in real life, but obviously she wouldn't say that if Charlotte would have a problem with her saying that.
And here's the thing. What main evented the Go Home Raw before Survivor Series? This promo.
They want a revolution. This is pretty revolutionary.
That's how you do it. If they weren't involving that stuff, it would have just been in the middle of hour 2, and it wouldn't have had the emotion behind it. I just want Charlotte to stop crying every time we see her.
She's a flare.
She
woos and cries.
I love Charlotte so much. I think she's great on the mic. Obviously, she's an incredible wrestler. I think she's a great ambassador for women's wrestling. But she can't cry. You cry like in your debut. You cry when you win the title for the first time. You can cry at Mania. I'll even give you cry when you lose the title. I don't want to see you cry every week.
Dead brother, no cry.
Well, you can get like the tears of anger like she did at the end of that promo. But
I think it was honest. I think it was just, I don't think it's late. I know the chat room is someone saying it's dumb, it's offensive. It's honest. It's real.
Yeah.
You want real storylines, you want real things to happen. It's real. It's real life. It's her story. It's her life. And
the big other thing, you hear everyone talk about, we need more Attitude Era. We need more battle. We need more, inside, quote unquote, information. We need more realism. It doesn't get more realistic than death.
Yeah.
And people
dreams.
And people are outraged that this was said. What the hell do you want? Do you want PG? Do you want attitude? They're doing a happy medium. They're throwing some bits and pieces of it.
A little LSV in there.
Stop it.
In real life. And tonight, what happened during the match with Bubba and Stardust? He's beating up Stardust and says,
"This is for the American Dream.
This is for your dad," and then hits him with his dad's move.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I thought that was way more outrageous than the Paige and Charlotte thing.
Yeah, he's beating up a guy and then says, "This is for
this is for the American Dream, aka your father."
Yeah. If Cody doesn't know about that going in, and he's like, "Oh, that could have bumped him out the rest of the match." I don't know, but that is the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And that's fine. No, come on, they're both fine.
Yeah. We'll chat about that more on Twitter and YouTube. We got to keep going with the show because we got to get to our predictions. But we've been talking about some negative stuff, but guys, we got to get positive because it's New Day time. Yay! New Day making their way to the ring, and they're making fun of Ryback, which Christy did not like.
No.
But even though she's doing the unicorn
you're taking my horn off.
Horn back.
I'm taking it back.
And
break it in half.
Big E is going one-on-one with Kalisto, and they're outraged that Ryback and Kalisto were in the tournament and none of them were. And they have a fair point. There should have been one member of New Day in this tournament, in my opinion. Agreed. They are the tag team champions. Why not? Even if it was Xavier Woods and he got knocked out in the first round, these guys are so over. Fine, they should have been involved in the tournament. Big E versus Kalisto. Now, when Kalisto is doing his lucha pose and they cut to the crowd, I had to mention, there was some guy that the camera caught with a t-shirt that said, "Life is a work." Christy, work is a wrestling reference. Almost kind of like, it's an
Tell
angle.
Me more, Christian.
LIW.
What does that mean? I don't even know. I feel so old.
Now
Life
I'm
isn't
really
work. That's
lost.
what that is.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, really? You didn't get it?
No. Because I'm thinking L-I-A-W, because I say complete
explain it to you,
sentences.
Life is a.
Yeah.
Life is a word.
No. Is and they're two separate words, Scott.
RZA is a man. Is a word. You're a rapper, you know this.
I am currently not rapping because I need more t-shirts to be sold. So Biggie versus Kalisto. Lots of craziness. New Day keep trying to interfere. Sin Cara got in there. Kalisto knocked some people out. Eventually, Biggie hit a big old splash on Kalisto to get the win. And then New Day hold down. Biggie can deliver another one. And out comes Ryder to make the save. Is this maybe a 6-man for the kickoff that they haven't announced yet? Or will it be part of the Survivor Series match where the competitors have yet to be named?
The original plan reportedly was Sasha Banks versus Natalya for the kickoff show.
And clearly from this last week of television, they're going full steam ahead with that.
Right?
I would love to see it.
Yeah, but I think you're more on the market on the nose with this one. On the dot. You're on the nose. You're correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Show off your Rack Attack shirt.
Woo! I don't even know which way to go. I can. You know
Oh
what?
my
If
God,
Scott
you're making
could
it
just
so
move
easy.
out of the
You're
frame.
making it so easy. God damn it. We get a clip that was filmed with our boss, Marie Menounos, interviewing Miz and Paige, the stars of the hit comedy Santa's Little Helper.
I think that's preemptive to say that.
It's one of the funniest films of the holiday season.
It is a comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a hit yet.
Well, if Marie Menounos is interviewing them, you know it's a major hit.
True.
said it was.
She could make it a hit if she wants to.
That's right. Paige is not saying nice things to Maria, calling her like, "Hey, remember when you pretended to be a diva a few years ago?"
That was low.
Like she's already like planting
That was
seeds. If
low.
Maria wanted to put the Greek tights on once more and kick Paige's ass at WrestleMania, it could happen.
I would love it. Love it. I'd be right there in Maria's corner. How do I get that job?
I think security would pull you away.
With a shirt that said "Life is a work."
Yes, exactly.
L-I-W.
And that would make you SOL. Hey, I did one! Because I know that one. That's the only one I know.
Oh, really? What does that stand for?
It stands for Scott. Oh, look.
Yeah, you're just not acknowledging outa is one word.
No, it would be out of.
That would be 2 O's then.
Right.
So S-O-O-L.
Right.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Gotcha.
I should go.
Bye.
Welcome, Zack Ryder.
Yay!
All right. Reigns and Ambrose backstage talking about Sunday leads to the main event. Reigns and Ambrose versus Kevin Owens and Alberto Del Rio. And we have a quadruple countout. No, you don't really see that happening in a tag team match very often, which I'm okay with. It was a hard-hitting match, good match. You don't need to necessarily have a winner in this because you're building all up to Sunday. Little brawling some more after the match. Reigns and Ambrose stand tall when it's all said and done. They celebrate, but this Sunday they could be opponents. But right now they're friends. We'll have to see what happens. Which we can talk about right now because it's predictions time. Time for some predictions.
And now, your Afterbuzz TV.
The Rack Attack.
The Rack Attack.
I'm out of the frame. I'm out of the frame.
Is the Rack Attack flashing right now? Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Oh, are you really? You know how many GIFs and memes are going to be made from your poses this week?
The Rack Attack Flash.
You're welcome, Internet.
Better watch it on YouTube. YouTube.com/AfterBuzzTV.
Yeah, I
Subscribe.
Please do. All right, so we have 6 matches currently announced. There is some Survivor Series match. We don't know who's in it yet. When we get it, we'll add that prediction. By the way, Steve Kaufman, our fellow AfterBuzz host, he created a Twitter page for the AfterBuzz predictions title. You can follow that at Champ ABTV WWE, rolls right off the tongue. Because we'll be posting, obviously, everyone's picks on there. We'll be retweeting as well. But give that a follow, too, while you're at it. It currently has a picture of the current predictions champion, Mr. John LaQuasto from Raw AfterBuzz on it. And we need to fix that. Mm-hmm. Guys, if I do not win this, it would officially be 2 years since I've won the damn title.
Keep the streak alive.
I know. I got my own streak going right now. I really do. So let's get into these matches. First off,
wait. Green Thunder says Christian's 20-minute long losing predictions.
20-minute long.
I think that's the segment we're heading into right now.
Nice. It would be even better if he spelled predictions right. Oh, I just called out you out, but I love you, Green Thunder. You know that.
Hey, it's late in some places. Maybe he's drunk.
Perhaps. I'm jealous. Let's start off with the Divas title match we were talking about a little bit. Charlotte defending the title against Paige. To me, if Charlotte wins clean, then this should have not had such a big moment on Raw. I feel Paige is going to win, and then Charlotte's going to chase her and get that title back. So I'm picking Paige.
It's good logic. I'm going Charlotte on this.
Yeah, I definitely think Charlotte's going to keep it.
Cool. So I am already lost my chance at winning the title.
I got Charlotte too.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm really screwed. Just announced tonight on SmackDown, like we said earlier, Tyler Breeze, in his pay-per-view debut, will go one-on-one with Dolph Ziggler. Breeze has had 3 matches on TV. Lost to Ambrose, beat R-Truth on Raw, and beat Zack Ryder tonight.
And beat Miz.
When he beat
Or
Miz.
no, sorry, yeah.
R-Truth and Ryder. You know, that new guy that you haven't recognized. That guy who debuted tonight.
Yeah, he's got a bright future.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
And great hair.
I'm saying Breeze wins because if Ziggler suddenly knocks him off when he's been on TV for like 2 weeks, it ruins all his momentum. So I'm saying Tyler Breeze wins this. Now it might continue him and Ziggler will one-up him eventually, but I'm saying Breeze wins Sunday.
Yeah, agreed. They can't tear him down now.
It makes me kind of want to go the other way.
Ooh.
Boy, I'll go Ziggler.
All right.
Or just a whole messy Summer Rae involved DQ, nobody wins kind of a PPV situation.
Yeah, and that could be the case also. The Brothers of Destruction, they are back together. And they are taking on 2 members of the Wyatts. We don't know which 2. They won't tell us. It is the 25th anniversary of The Undertaker. Does anyone actually think the Wyatts are going to win this match?
I think there's a chance, but it's odd not knowing, because you don't know who they are yet, which members it'll be. So that gives it, if it was Braum and maybe Bray, I could believe that they win it. If it's Rowan and Harper, no.
I have a feeling it's going to be Rowan and Harper.
They're trying to maintain some kind of mystery by not telling us who it is, because we know that Undertaker and Kane are going to take this.
Yeah, Taker and Kane are winning this match. There's no doubt about that.
It won't be Rowan and Braun because they would look like the Highlanders.
They would look like they ate the Highlanders.
But I don't think this ends at just Survivor Series. I assume
No,
this goes
it's
on.
going to go on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it also seems like would Taker and Kane just win it right off the bat?
I think they would because they're not getting their hands on Bray.
Yeah, they would still have that to chase.
Yep.
All right, I'll go Taker and Kane then.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I convinced you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. And then we have our final 4 for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the vacant title, once held by one Seth Rollins. First off, Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio. 1, 2, 3. Reigns.
Yep.
I was thinking all of us were going to say it together, but I should have planned that ahead of time.
Well, I don't agree.
We'll talk about it.
You think Del Rio's winning?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you going match through match?
Reigns versus Del Rio.
Oh,
Because
right.
you got to predict the
I
matches.
always just go champ whenever it's like, oh, yeah, the champ is this person.
No, so
Okay,
Reigns
so
versus
yes.
Del Rio.
Reigns, yes.
Okay. Yeah. There's no way Del Rio's winning that match.
No.
And I'm so bummed that it's not Reigns versus Kalisto. I was so looking forward to that match.
That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens.
That's a tough one to predict.
I am saying Kevin Owens wins.
Oh.
For the longest time, I've been thinking Dean Ambrose is winning the title at this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've been seeing the last week or so, I think, for one, it's going to make... By having Del Rio and Owens both lose, you're making both of those titles look very weak. That neither of them is worthy enough of being in a title match. So you got to push one of them. I'm not expecting both to win. I think they're going to have Kevin Owens win. He might like steal one from Ambrose. And Ambrose is going to get pissed. I'm picking Owens. I know I'm going to be in a minority on this, but I'm going with Owens.
You're just trying to make
now
up.
that we talked it out, I feel like that's a good theory.
He's just kissing up to David Flair because Owens is fat too.
No. And by the way, for people in the chat that are just like, hey, why am I calling someone fat? Yes, I know I'm overweight. And with all due respect to David Flair, you should see a recent photo of David Flair.
Well, I kind of want to now. I hope someone sends one.
Yeah, like Googling.
That sounds like a great gift. And Andrea Beeler, it's her birthday on Tuesday, so shout out to her.
We're just shouting out birthdays for everybody.
Happy birthday,
Happy,
Andrea.
happy birthday, world.
I'm going to say Dean Ambrose takes it.
All right, Christy.
No, I like your Kevin Owens theory.
Oh, you're convincing.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go KO on this one.
All right. Well, then that will lead to the finals, where in this case, Christian and I have Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Scott, you have Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. Mm-hmm. So, how are we picking that?
We got our heel champion, our newly turned bad guy, Dean Ambrose, who's willing to do anything, who didn't get mentioned by Triple H as someone they were scouting, who is willing to do what it takes to be the WWE champion.
I'm in the boat with Scott.
And that's been what's been on my mind since this tournament started. Mm-hmm. But I still feel like Ambrose can turn heel, and I feel like he would turn heel on Monday on Raw after Reigns wins the title, and then Sheamus cashed in. I'm going way out of the loop here.
No, I like where you're going. Don't stop.
I'm saying Reigns wins the title on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So that's my pick. Reigns is winning the title. I'm thinking Sheamus is going to cash in, win the title on Sunday. Reigns demand his rematch on Raw, and Ambrose cost him his rematch.
Have you been hanging out with Vince Russo?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
But in the long and short of it, I'm
Vince
saying
Russo.
Reigns wins the title
Okay.
on Sunday. Whether or not Sheamus cashes in, who knows? I much prefer Kevin Owens and Ambrose heel turn happen on Sunday. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they would save that for Monday. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying Reigns beats Owens in the finals.
Where are we all watching the pay-per-view on Sunday?
Apparently at your house, James, because you just said.
Thanks for inviting us.
Hey.
Scott, what say you?
I like tequila.
Oh, I
She does. I've seen her drink it.
said Ambrose.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ambrose
That's right.
is
You
the
said
man.
Ambrose. Christy.
Reigns, for sure. It's going to be Reigns.
You're saying Reigns.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
I didn't think all that fancy stuff that you came up with. I like that.
I think of a lot of creative things and they never work out. That's why I haven't had the damn title in 2 years. And tiebreaker question, how many Superman punches will we see on Sunday? I'm saying 4.
I was going to say 4.
James, who are you picking in this match? Oh, in the finals.
I'm in the boat with Scott. I think Ambrose is going to turn heel and be the new corporate bad guy.
All right. I'm all for that. I would love to see that.
I think they need more of a chase with Reigns. To have people that they think that Reigns it'll serve him better to keep chasing it and get screwed out of it again.
But I do think I'm thinking more and more likely that we will see Sheamus. Was Sheamus even on Raw this week? He was on SmackDown. They haven't brought it up at all in the Money in the Bank briefcase. I almost think like they're keeping him hiding, so they can have the surprise. Yeah, to forget. And there's a shock that here he is with the briefcase.
Oh my God, that guy who was in the first round tournament.
Yeah, right.
For some reason.
Yep. And lost.
So goofy. Yeah, I think he takes it. And how many Superman punches was the question? How many landed Superman punches?
Yes.
Or attempts?
How many land?
I'll go 5.
Okay.
I think maybe it'll just be 1. And maybe it'll be the big moment of the match. Yeah.
Well, there you go. James, how many? All right, James.
I say 4.
How many?
He's rolling
I say
out
4
already.
with you, Rosenberg.
Okay.
I got 4 with you.
All right, so those are our predictions. You'll see everyone's predictions We'll be tweeting them out. Enjoy the pay-per-view this Sunday. We will, of course, be doing the AfterBuzz Sunday night, I believe at 11 o'clock Pacific time, talking about Survivor Series. And, of course, in the meantime, you can chat with us on various forms of social media. Christy Olsen, looking so lovely in your Got Rack Attack t-shirt. How can people reach out to you?
Well, they can all hit me up at Christy Reports, and please also check out ChristyReports.com. And just once again, happy birthday to all you out there who have a birthday.
Yeah, there was
I
a
love
lot of birthdays, apparently.
Woo-hoo.
Scott Narver.
Get crazy, you 4-year-olds.
You can follow me on Twitter at Curtain Jerks. You can listen to my comedy wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, available on iTunes and SoundCloud.
All right, hey, James, plug your Twitter, too.
Yeah.
I'm at the Jimbo Slice. That's TheeJimboslice.
And, of course, buy his DVD that he made, documentary following the Young Bucks. Find him on highspots.com. And, of course, follow me on Twitter at Roy Rosenberg, Instagram at TheRoyRosenberg, and, of course, the t-shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. There is no SmackDown AfterBuzz next week because it's Thanksgiving. So you guys enjoy your turkey. Have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you at Survivor Series AfterBuzz. We'll see you here for SmackDown in 2 weeks. Until next time, for Christy Olsen, Scott Narver, and James in the booth, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We will see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.